Angels. Welcome to the Earth Angel Tarot. I'm the Earth Angel, and today I'm bringing you another pick a card. And today's topic is, how do men see you? How do they view you? What do men think, feel when they see you, when they meet you? So we have three piles. Pile number 1, pile number 2, and pile number 3. So go ahead and take a second, see which pile resonates with you. You can pick more than one pile, and we will go ahead and get started. Alright, hi pile 1. So if you chose the first pile, this is your reading, and right away, I'm seeing that men are very, very fond of you, pile 1. But it's good. There's like this good kind of solid energy here. I do see a little bit of mischievous energy, I'm not gonna lie, but there's a lot of love and a lot of attraction here actually. So let's go ahead and get started. So I'm seeing that right away, men actually do view you as somebody pretty stable, loving, definitely somebody worthy of a commitment, definitely like wifey material. But at the same time, for whatever reason, when men get into your energy, they also really kind of get more into that provider, protector energy. So they might view you as someone, not even necessarily like a damsel in distress or anything like that, but more so just somebody worthy of protection, worthy of care, worthy of comfort. And what's beautiful here is, like, as I said, I see a lot of attraction here, but it's more cups than wands. So when men view you, it's not all just lust. I think that they definitely see that you're somebody who is loving. You just really kind of inspire these feelings for them. They might see you interact with other people. Men definitely see you as somebody very polite, very kind, generous energy here too. They definitely view you as somebody who looks like they would be a lot of fun, but not just fun. It's like somebody who they could see being in a stable commitment with, but at the same time you would still bring a lot of fun and excitement. However, I do think that a lot of men recognize you're probably someone very, very attractive, very good looking. You might have like a good group of friends, or if they do see you out with someone or with like friends, you seem like somebody who is very loved and who is very cared for by the people around you. And they might think that there might be a lot of competition. So men definitely might view you as somebody that they would have to like fight for or have to fight off other suitors. They might also think that you might be a bit of a heartbreaker. So some of you I'm just getting are really, really attractive. And so they might assume that, you've broken a lot of hearts or you've had to turn a lot of people down. That could be true, that could be not, but that's definitely what men are kind of seeing when they see you. Some of them might honestly assume that you're already in a commitment. Some of you definitely could be. A lot of men assume that you already have a partner or that you have someone taking care of you. But you look super happy, so it's like not a bad thing at all. Yeah, a lot of that might be why here with this 3 of Swords and the 3 of Cups. So I think a lot of men assume that you're already in a relationship, either because like they've seen you out with your partner, or you look very taken care of, or you just kind of give that vibe of like you're usually not on the market for very long. So a lot of men assume that if they were to kind of get into your orbit, get to know you, that you would either have to like leave your partner, there'd be some sort of heartbreak here. You might also get like a lot of attention from men who are also in commitments already. But what's interesting here is you have like the 3 of Cups and the 2 of Cups. So I'm not seeing that men, you have that 3 of Swords. So what's wonderful here, especially with this King of Pentacles, men are not looking at you and thinking like, oh, I'm going to have this person on the side at all. I think immediately if a man is in a commitment and they see you, they might feel attracted to you, but they would automatically assume like, no, I would have to come and commit to pile 1, which is beautiful. I mean, it's sad because you have this 3 of Swords here. I get the sense that you're not really the type of person who's really out here trying to like break up relationships anyways. But if there are men in relationships who are looking at you, they're seeing you as very attractive, but also worthy of commitment. Someone definitely worth fighting for. This is beautiful initial energy. Alright, so let's pull some clarifiers and see if we get anything else. Beautiful start though, I love this. Yeah, a lot of fantasizing. Yeah. This is interesting, and then we'll actually pull some clarifiers here. So we have the 7 of Cups, the 5 of Swords, the 8 of Cups, and the Justice, the 3 of Wands. Ooh, I'm also getting too how men view you. So there might have been a lot of men in the past who've seen you, like people you didn't talk to, but you're just out and about. Men saw you and they were so caught up in like the fantasy, like fantasizing about you, thinking about you, how beautiful you looked, how attractive you looked. And it's like they might have been so caught up in the moment, and then you're just kind of doing your own thing, and they might have never seen you again. And this still really, really weighs heavily on some of these men who've seen you. And here we have the Justice and the Three of Wands. For a lot of these men, they hope to see you again. There's like a lot of men who regret not approaching you, or like being so caught up in fantasy, or thinking that like you're a fantasy only. So I don't know if you're just like a very, very attractive person, or if there's something about you that makes men feel like they can't approach you, or they're intimidated, or maybe they're in a relationship or something. These men definitely still think about you and regret not, confirmation there. And regret not trying to reach out or saying something, and really hoping that they see you again. Yeah, people definitely see you as very, very abundant. Men really see you as somebody who's like abundant, but they're not sure if you're like in a relationship or if you're just like self-sufficient. For some of them, if they saw you out with your partner, then they know. But if they've just seen you alone, they might not be sure if you're taken care of, or if you're just taking care of yourself. Because I'm also getting this here for this King of Pentacles. It's like they kind of see you in this King of Pentacles energy. So they're not sure if this King of Pentacles is somebody else, or if it's you, providing your finances. Because you look well taken care of. You look like you have a nice, like, stable home life, family life. I'm also getting specifically, too, if people see you out, like, grocery shopping, this is very specific, but for some of you, people might have, like, even, like, looked at the stuff in your cart and been like, ooh, like, pile one, like, must be well taken care of, or, like, you might have had, like, some nice healthy options, or maybe some, like, expensive items or something, but people just assume that your home life is really happy and abundant. Also, a lot of people, I think it's because you have this really nice, you have good manners, and you have a very nice, like, friendly, kind demeanor. People see you as somebody who might be very trustworthy and, like, just and fair, though. So even though you do look like somebody really beautiful, really enticing, at the same time, people think that you're, like, a good person. I'm also getting here, too, with the Seven of Cups, the Five of Swords, and the Eight of Cups. So there might have been men in the past who saw you and, like, assumed certain things, or kind of got caught up in their fantasy of what they thought you would be. And then they found out that that wasn't true. I see some remorse here too, especially if people made some more like materialistic assumptions about you. Yeah, especially if some of you, if you take good care of yourselves, if you are well taken care of and you have nice things, some men might have even assumed that like you were focused on money, but then you like turned out to have this really lovely, sweet, fun energy, and they realize that that wasn't the case, and they feel bad about making that assumption about you. That's nice. Alright, let's see if we get anything else. Yeah, with the moon, there's so much mystery around you. This is the big thing, I think, for a lot of men, for you, pile one, is men are trying to figure out if you have somebody. And if you do, like, who are they? What would they have to do to, like, steal you away? You're so mysterious, though. So men definitely see you as very, very mysterious, but very abundant. Yeah, Ten of Cups and the Ten of Pentacles. Men especially just assume that you have, like, this great home life, that you're well taken care of, that you're happy. Even if, like, you weren't in a relationship, they would just assume that, like, you still have, like, a really happy home life, whether it's, like, family, friends. Very mysterious, though. Oh, I have to say, too, so for some of you, if men are assuming that you're in a relationship, some of you are very, very attractive. Also, I am sorry that I'm focusing more on, like, the feminine energies now. But you can kind of flip it and reverse it too if you're a man wondering how men view you. There's a lot of men attracted to you. I'll just say that. If you're a man watching this wondering about how men view you, they think you're very attractive. But for my feminines, a lot of men are wondering if you do have a partner. They might assume that this partner is like, because once again, they think that like to be with you, they would have to fight off other people. So if they don't know who your partner is, they might be imagining who this partner is, and they might think that this is like somebody, a worthy opponent, basically. So some men might be looking at you and wondering, like, pile one, like, their partner must be, like, a badass. Like, for real. Let's see, what else is there? Yeah. Because you come off as this Empress energy, so they're like, okay, where's her Emperor? She clearly has one. They clearly have one. Yeah, ooh. Let's see what that Queen of Wands. Oh, okay, so this is also kind of related to this masculine energy that's looking at you as well. So, this energy is definitely coming in where there might be some masculines who, like, will, like, stare at you. Like, this is very strong attraction energy, so there's clearly men who are probably, like, watching you when you go out, or, like, looking at you or whatever. And there might be some feminines who are, like, picking up on this. There's definitely some jealous energy here, too, especially with this super strong energy. And we were picking up on this. If this reading resonates with you, go ahead and check out yesterday's pick a card as well, too, because I'm getting a lot of similar energy, where there might be some other feminine energies. Like, look at this. We have the Empress, the Wheel of Fortune, the Nine of Wands, the Queen of Wands, the Chariot with the Ten of Wands. Yes. Whoa. So this is getting a little bit meta, but I'll just say this. So there might be some feminine energies who are around masculines who are like paying attention to you, looking at you, or lusting over you. And this is like inspiring a lot of jealousy. There might be some feminine energies who feel like they're like the Queen of Wands, like they're like hot, sexy. And then you walk in and it's just like, like, yeah, especially with this King of Pentacles above too. There might be some feminines who are like around some masculines who are paying attention to you. And they know that men view you this way. And what's interesting, I hate to say this, but you know, we got like that Three of Cups to the Two of Cups. So there might be some feminines who recognize that you still have this really sexy, enticing quality, but you also inspire men and masculine energies to commit to you. There might be some Queen of Wands who are witnessing this and feeling very jealous, who like rely on their looks or try to rely on their looks, but they don't actually get a commitment. But then they see you kind of still being in that same sexy energy but not being objectified. I hate to say that, but that's what I'm getting here. So it's like feminines also can tell the difference between how men view them and how men view you. And I'm not sure why their energy is coming up in here, but there's definitely some Queen of Wands energies who are very aware of how men view you. And it's like, it's special. I hope this is making sense. Because it's like you have this Queen of Wands energy too. You look super, some of you look really, really like sexy, especially when you go out. But like men just know like, no, that's not a side piece. That's not a side chick. Yeah, because they can tell that men actually put in work for you. Maybe you're not the type to give it up easily, probably. Yeah, you make people work for it. That's why. Because like, you know, you're like, I could pull a bunch of dudes like tonight, but like, you know that you want more than just that. Yeah, wow. They know that you're marriage material. So there's some Queen of Wands. I don't know why their energy is here in your reading, pile one, but there are some Queen of Wands who like can tell that men see you as marriage material and they don't see them that way. I don't know who these people are. Wow. Yeah, these people might even want to keep this a secret, or like are just like, what is her secret? What is pile one's secret? But if they're kind of in this like low vibe Queen of Wands energy, like, I don't know. This is not really something that can be replicated. Yeah, you're definitely one of a kind, pile one. So I think that's what we're getting here, is that you're super sexy, super enticing. You do inspire, you know, some masculines to take the leap and actually like commit to you, even if they are in relationships, which I get the sense that you don't really play into that too much. That's not really like your style. But there's also feminines around who recognize and can tell the difference. And they see how other people see how men view you, as well as how men themselves view you. And don't be surprised if there's some other feminine energies who are trying to figure out how to kind of copy your vibe, your energy, but it can't be duplicated, clearly. Wow, pile one. I love that. Yeah, so very sexy, very enticing, look like a lot of fun, but definitely somebody worthy of a commitment, somebody that a lot of men already assume is in a commitment. So if you're not and you're kind of trying to open up in terms of men feeling more comfortable approaching you, I'm not really sure what the advice would be, but if you can figure out ways to kind of let them know, like, no, like, I'm available, like, I take very good care of myself, but I am available. If you see somebody that you like and you're vibing with them, just kind of maybe figure out a way to communicate that a little bit more easily. But also don't be too worried about it, because, you know, you don't need every man who's attracted to you to be approaching you, you know. But if you see somebody that you're really interested in and you think the vibes are good, just be aware that some men may assume that there might be a lot of barriers to getting to you. And if that's not the case, then just figure out a way to communicate that to them. Because, yeah, I'm seeing this is wonderful, wonderful energy to be in. But there are some assumptions, too, that there might be some conflict towards getting to you or getting a commitment from you. So you can figure out ways to kind of be a little bit more transparent about that if you don't want people making those assumptions. But if you already are in a relationship and a commitment, people are definitely still very attracted to you. Men especially are very, very attracted to you. And a lot of them are really thinking, like, what can I do to, like, snatch pile one up? Wow, lovely energy. You're definitely like very ascended as well too. I'm loving this for you, pile one. So just remember too that some people might be kind of burdened by this amazing energy around you, but you seem very protected and very mature and ascended anyway. So it looks like you're good to go. Very nice. All right, so that's what I have for you, pile one. That is how masculines view you. This is how men's view you. Men's is. I do hope this resonated. If it didn't, that's okay. You can check out one of the other piles, one of my other videos, or you can book a personal reading with me. All right, that's what I have for you, pile one. Thank you so much for stopping by. Love you guys, and I will see you again soon. God bless. Hi, pile two. If you chose a second pile, then this is your reading. So, right away, very good, very enticing energy. But I do just have to say, this like popped in my head right away as soon as I pulled these cards for you. The first question that a lot of men ask themselves is, how old is pile two? Some of you, I have to admit here with the Page of Pentacles and the Page of Cups, some of you have like this very beautiful, very attractive energy, very sexy, but some people really cannot tell how old you are. Like some men really do worry. Some of you maybe you're like in your 20s, even 30s, maybe even 40s, but like you look so young. Some might even be not sure like if you're of age or not. So just be aware, because with this Four of Cups too, this might inspire some not happy feelings from some men, only because they feel, number one, they might feel a little like guilty, obviously. So for some of you, I'm getting that you're not like underage, you're like of age. But just be aware, if you ever wondered like, do men just like not know like how old I am? That really is like that's like the main thing. And it's not bad, because obviously, you know, you look fresh, but there's like this huge attractive energy to you. I mean, men definitely see you as someone very, very, very beautiful, very abundant. But that's just the main thing, is some of you look super young, and that just is kind of the main thing crowning this. So the first thing that comes to mind is like, how old is pile one, or sorry, pile two? You might have been attracted to pile one if this is your reading as well. But men see you very beautifully, though. They see you as somebody very beautiful, very healing. You seem like someone very kind. If you've ever interacted with men, you know, you have wonderful manners. You just have this wonderful light energy to you. But once again, yeah, there's like this sort of like, I want to take this cup. Like, I want to accept this cup, but I don't know if I can. For some of you here, especially with the Queen of Wands, yeah, super sexy energy, super fiery energy, feisty energy. But with this star here as well, too, men might see you as somebody who does seem, you know, fun and feisty and fiery, but at the same time, you're very balanced. There's like a gentleness to you as well, where like you're open, but not too open. For some of you, you might be a little more shy, a little bit quieter. Men definitely pick up on that, but they don't dislike it at all. I think the big thing, yeah, for you is like you take really good care of yourself. You look really young. You look really fresh. Even if you don't look like underage, some men who are around your age might just assume that you're a lot younger than them. And that might make them think like, oh, like I can't like, you know, talk to pile one. For some people, when they find out your age, they're like really shocked too. What else am I seeing here? Some men definitely might assume that you would like reject them. For some men, I think you look really, really attractive here with this Empress and the Queen of Wands here. Some of you might just be really, really good looking, and some men might just automatically assume like this person wouldn't be interested in me. For some men, they might assume that there's like a big age difference, or if there is an age difference, like they assume you're even younger than you are. And they might think like, okay, this also might be a reason why this person would reject me. A lot of men just assuming that you would reject them straight up. Like if they offered their cup, you'd be like, You wouldn't like, you'd let them down easy. You'd be nice about it, but you'd just be like, no. Like, I don't think so. But once again, not like in a mean way or a bad way. Men definitely assume that you're like a kind, you know, caring person. For some men, it might even hurt more if you let them down. Like, no, I'm sorry. It's like, oh. Like, she was so nice. Like, pile two was so nice. Like, it's so unfair. Yeah, there are definitely some men who think that they can't be with you specifically because you look young. So just be aware of that. Alright, let's see if we get anything else. I mean, beautiful energy though. So just be aware, this might be kind of an issue that you've had to deal with for a while, is people not being entirely sure what your age is. So there are definitely ways that you can kind of let people know, like, no, I just look young, but like, especially with this mature energy too. So if men have interacted with you, if you've opened your mouth, they were like really surprised because you sounded like a lot more mature, just like the words you used, the way you spoke. And they might have realized that, like, oh, this person might be a little bit older than I think, but like, they don't want to assume that. For some of you though, it's like you might like go to like a club or like a bar or somebody where people know that you're like over 21. Some people genuinely might think that you brought like a fake or something. Wow, I'm getting this really specifically, but like if this is resonating for you and you know that people think that you're like way younger than you are, or people assume that you're like young, people might see you as this like queen of wands who's like almost, I'm sorry, pile two, but if you've gone to bars, there are definitely people who've assumed that you shouldn't be in there. I'm just gonna be honest. Oh my goodness. Yeah, they're like, how did pile two get in here? Like, did they bring a fake? Oh my gosh. Wow, a bunch of cards fell out. I'll take a couple of them. Yeah, wow. Ooh, pile two. So this might be a really, really significant thing for you, especially... Whoa. Yeah, pile two. If this is resonating for you, this is very, very intense. There are a lot of men specifically who think that you are way younger than you are, and this is like stressing them out. Whoa. Like, there are men who feel very, very guilty for their feelings for you because they're not sure how old you are. Now I'm curious though, so I'm gonna pull one. How do men feel when they actually know like your actual age? Because I'm getting for a lot of you, you're not underage, but some people really can't tell. Okay. Okay, so it's not bad. They're like, okay, cool. Okay, so that's good. So I think if this has been an issue for you and you're wondering like, are there men who are just not approaching me for a reason or why? This is the main reason. So if there is some way where you can like verify your age, I guess it's very weird. But I'm in kind of a similar situation where there are definitely plenty of people who assume I'm a lot younger than I am. And so I've just had to straight up be like, hey, like, no, like your girl is, you know, full grown. But that's good. So, wow. So if men find out that, you know, you're not as young as you look, they want to marry you. Like, they're like, oh, that's wifey, I guess. Wow. But just be aware that there are some men really stressed. Like, there are men who feel like they might get in trouble for talking to you just if they don't know. But, like, there's this very, very, very strong attraction here. And I mean, it makes sense. I'm like, you're grown. Like, it's okay. I just get the sense that for some of you in pile two, like, you take really good care of yourselves. You have really good karma, and so you've probably just been aging really, really, really nicely. For some of you, like, you've been taking such good care of yourselves that you're, like, aging backwards. Yeah, and especially if some of you are doing, like, good, like, skincare and stuff and, like, really trying to preserve your looks, it's absolutely working a little too well. File two. So just be aware that men are very, very attracted to you. They view you very positively. Like, they view you as somebody, like, beautiful, well taken care of, abundant, loving, kind, well-mannered. But it's simply just because you do look so youthful that, yeah, there are men who... I'm going to say specifically, there are definitely men who are like, I'm going to hell for looking at pile two. But they're not. So if there's some way for you, I don't know if you gotta like pull out your ID or like, you know, talk about like music from the 90s or something. Just some way. Yeah, because there are some men who really think that their attraction to you will lead to a tower just because, you know, of how youthful you look. But it's only because they're so strongly attracted to you here. So just be aware of that this is definitely how men are viewing you. But it's like when they know that it's like cool and that you just look young, but you know you're grown and you're good, they're like over the moon. Wow, is there anything else? Yeah, 10 of Cups there. Wow, yeah. Okay, and I love this. Okay, so there is one thing to keep in mind though. So there are some men, and this is giving me this too, especially if you look young and fresh and youthful. Men definitely assume that you're very financially abundant, and there may be some men who think that they wouldn't have enough to offer you, that they like wouldn't be good enough for you. Especially too if there's that dichotomy of like you looking very abundant and well taken care of, but at the same time looking very like fresh and youthful. There might be men who are just very intimidated by that. Like, pile two is so well taken care of. They look like they're doing so well. Like, why would they need me? If that makes sense. Yeah, you just look super victorious. Yeah, this might even inspire. Do be aware, there might even be some men who feel a little bit of envy for you, which is weird. But you know, there are men who are envious of feminine energies, like, all the time. So it's not super uncommon, but just be aware of that. I think because there's this combination of you being in this beautiful Empress energy, being very financially abundant, or looking very financially abundant, but then also looking very fresh and very calm, very peaceful. And even too, if men assume that you might reject them or that they're not good enough, that might manifest in some jealousy. I hope that's making sense. So just be aware of that. But once again, super, super positive energy. I think Spirit just wants you to know kind of some of this energy so that if you want to kind of free up that energy a little bit and, I guess, relieve some of the stress and anxiety that masculines are feeling in regards to how youthful you look, that's something that you can definitely try to find a solution for. And you don't have to change yourself or anything like that. But if you're connecting with somebody and you really like somebody and you think, like, oh, maybe, like, they're not entirely sure because they're not entirely sure, like, what my age is or, you know, what life stage I'm in, just be aware that this might be something on their mind. Because, like, once again, like, immediately men are just like, Pile 2 is so sexy, so hot, like, I want them so bad. But, like, how old are they? Like, literally, that's just like the main kind of crux of this. But super positive, though, with that 9 of Pentacles and that Empress there. It's like, people see you as just, like, this wonderful, like, wish fulfillment, like, just wonderful, like, potential partner, potential lover. But definitely someone where age is very much up in the air until it's verified. So just be aware of that, Pile 2. Alright, anything else to close this out? Yeah, a whole lot of people want to manifest you. Yeah, and there might be some masculines who, like, this is kind of on a side note, there might be some masculines who are even thinking about, like, sneaking away from their marriage to come be with you. So just be aware of that. I get the sense that that's probably not really your style anyways, but just be aware. Yeah, some King of Cups energy here too. But men really, really have, like, strong, loving feelings for you, though. It's like they could see themselves very much falling in love with you, even if they barely know you. It's like there's this, like, familiarity. Yeah, just this lovely, loving energy. It's like there's this sexual energy here too, but also, like, cups, like, love, care, you know, compassion. Yeah. In a way, I think it's just because you have this lovely healing energy as well too, that men feel very safe and comfortable and enlightened around you. It's just like the one thing is just like the fact that you look so, like, fresh and young and youthful. It's like people aren't sure. But then again, at the same time, you know, I think that's a good thing. You know, I think everybody should, you know, have some discernment when it comes to, like, the age of their partner, obviously. I think it would be a really big red flag if men were like, oh, this person might be underage, but I don't care. That's not what's going on here. I think it's because there is this care and respect for you here. You know, respect for your independence, respect for your sovereignty, respect for the law. That men really... This is like good conscience energy. This is giving me, like, conscience energy where men are feeling sort of an initial attraction to you, but their conscience is stepping in both to protect you and protect them, which is beautiful. So just be aware that this is how men are viewing you. Very, very positive, but there's just, like, a couple little snags there, which it really shouldn't worry you because, like, most men who see you, you're probably not even going to interact with anyways. But if there's somebody that you like or somebody that you want to get closer to and you think that a big barrier for them is, like, them wondering kind of how old you are, just be aware that that's probably something on their mind. But that's a really easy fix. And when men do find out your age, they're, like, over the moon. They're, like, so happy. They're like, yes, let's go. So be aware of that too. Alright, so that's what I have for you, Pile 2. Alright, yeah, beautiful energy, but just be aware of some of the little snags here and there. But otherwise, men are viewing you as somebody beautiful, abundant, well taken care of, loving, kind, respectful, and somebody worthy of love and respect. But also somebody very, very sexy. Alright, so that's what I have for you, Pile 2. Very good. Yeah, a lot of men want to be your lover, Pile 2. That's what I have for you. I do hope this resonated. If it didn't, that's okay. You can check out one of the other piles, one of my other videos, or you can book a personal reading with me. Alright, thank you so much, Pile 2. That was wonderful. Alright, so I'll talk to you guys later. God bless. So if you chose the third pile, then this is your reading on how men view you. So I do just have to say, if this pile resonates with you, you can go ahead and check out the first two because this feels more supplementary. And this feels more like we're kind of tapping into the energy of maybe men in a slightly lower vibe. But we'll go ahead and get started because once again, like, they view you very positively, but their mindset is kind of negative. So, some men might view you as somebody who is a little bit like high maintenance only because you look really, really, really good. You look like a wish come true. You look like a dream. But I think a lot of men assume that if they were to like court you or pursue you, that they would need to have like a lot to offer. A lot of men also might assume that you're already like really happy and content, so like you wouldn't need them anyways. But yeah, this is definitely giving me like low vibing energy from masculines as well too. Because I have to be honest, there may be some men who definitely are considering like sneaking away from whatever situation they're in, going from the 10 of Cups to the 9 of Cups towards you. So if there's like men who are like already kind of undecided or on the fence, or like we're maybe in a connection that doesn't feel quite what they want, it's like they see you and it's like that's their confirmation for them, like, oh yeah, I could definitely like leave whatever I'm in right now, which is not necessarily good because I'm not getting the sense that that's really like your vibe. But there's a lot of men who see you and they're like, I would totally leave whatever I'm in right now to be with pile 3. But like it's kind of like deceptive and sneaky. I think it's because men see you as somebody like super fiery, super fresh. Some of you look a little bit younger or just like look really good. You might get a lot of attention when you go out as well too. It's like these men see you as like a passionate, fun, new like adventure. But it's not giving me super low vibe in terms of how they view you. So like these are definitely like, these are people who are looking at you and like, oh, pile 3 looks like wish fulfillment and like it could eventually turn into something solid. I'm not really seeing a whole lot of like, I want to make pile 3 my side piece or anything like that. It's more like, I want to leave who I'm with and be with pile 3 and end up with them. I hope that's making sense. But once again, like with this 10 of Wands and the 7 of Swords, it's like deceptive. It's like men are willing to hurt people for you to like get a chance with you. I'm getting very strong, like, I don't care. I don't know who this is. Let's go ahead and pull some more. Who are these low vibe men? Yeah, wow. You, whoever you are out there, you get men fired up. Wow. Like love energy though here. Some men definitely might think they don't have enough to offer you. Or that they'd have to like fight off other suitors. But they're like willing to do that. Temperance in reverse. Whoa, why is this in reverse? Okay, this is kind of intense. Pile 3, you drive men crazy. There are men who like literally like losing their minds thinking about you. Which is not your fault. Temperance in reverse though. There might even be men drinking. This might be people from your past or people who just are obsessed with you that you don't even know. There's definitely some men who are feeling these feelings about wanting to leave whatever they're in to be with you. I don't know who these people are. But they do feel a lot of guilt about this. So that's good, I guess. I'm sorry, this is crazy. Whoa, and it's so interesting. Wow, and these cards are flying. There's definitely some feminines who might be aware of this, so just be aware. If you're not involved in this, then it's like not your concern, but just kind of know that. And it was interesting when I was shuffling this deck as well too and getting these cards. The cards were like all like in different directions. It took me forever to get them all in one place. And so I think you've got a lot of men and masculines really like scattered over you, like for real. What's crazy here too is like you have the 10 of Wands, the 2 of Wands, and the 10 of Cups. So it's not even like men who want to like leave whatever they're in for you or like, well, I'm not sure. No, it's like they see what they're in is the 10 of Wands, just a burden, not fun, not great. And they see you as like wish fulfillment, like happiness, sunshine, rainbows, like. But these might not even be men that you know. So they're like, well, what if pile 3 just like doesn't want me? Like, okay, I want pile 3, but like that doesn't guarantee that pile 3 wants me. And I get the sense that you're just kind of like doing your own thing. Like you're not even like playing into this a whole lot. Is there anything else? Wow, pile 3, very intense. Whoa. Yeah, 2 of Swords, the Death, the King. Wow. Two of Swords, please. But I think I see what's going on here. Two of Swords. There are definitely some men who, maybe, like, this could be people from your past. This could be even people you don't know, but people who are seriously considering, like, making a move towards you. There are definitely men who've rejected, like, past people who tried to reconnect with them because they want to connect with you. Especially here with that Ten of Cups, yeah. For all three piles today, I was not getting any sort of, like, side piece energy. So it's like, whatever pile you resonated for on this reading today, it's like no men see any of the collective as, like, a side piece. It's like, if I want to be with pile 3, like, I have to commit to them, I have to be their partner, I have to be loyal to them. And so there are definitely masculines who want to move towards you, and they kind of understand this. And so they've definitely, like, blocked off people from their past who maybe, like, wanted to reconnect or restart something with them, because they want to try to start something with you. This could be an earth sign. Or just somebody who's really in this very, like, stable masculine energy here. You drive men crazy, pile 3. They will really hurt other people just to be with you or get a chance to be with you. Whoa, anything else? This is getting kind of crazy. I don't want to say that. I'm gonna just tell you, pile 3, this is resonating for you, and you had any, like, any hitters or anything that you know what I mean? Like, there are some men who will do the most for you, like, for real. That's scary. Oh, no. Wow, look at that. Oh, my goodness. And once again, we got very, very similar cards. If this is resonating for you, check out pile 1. Because this is also giving me a lot of, like, past energy. This could be, like, past people around you. I'm just gonna speak honestly. I'm gonna try to make this, like, nice. But there are some feminine... Whoa. Yup. There are some feminine energies who are either connected to some masculines who want you, or just, like, know of you, watching you, stalking you, haters, whatever. There are some feminine energies who know that they are seen as side pieces only, and they know that that's not how you're seen. There might have been masculines who, like, dipped on their side pieces so that they could come to you. They're watching, like, how the things that, like, masculines wouldn't give to them, they're giving to you. And keep in mind, if this isn't resonating for you, if you feel like, you know, I'm not quite in that energy of being seen as, like, commitment only, start to vibrate into that energy. If in your past, you know, you felt like you were put in a third party or something, just don't accept that anymore. And you'll find that men will pick up on it very quickly. And if a man wants you, he'll do what he needs to do. Yeah. Whoa, the 7 of Cups in reverse. There are some, like... I don't like to use words like this. I'm definitely picking up on some low-vibing energy. There are just some feminines who know that they're, like, not seen as marriage material. Where they know if a masculine wants them, they have no problem just having them on the side. But for you, like, men know, like, they wouldn't even want to do that. It's like, you're commitment material, period. There's definitely some masculine who specifically turns somebody down so that they could give you a proper commitment. Maybe an earth sign there again. Somebody who really wants to resonate with you on a higher level. Men will, like, dump out. If there's men with options, they'll literally reject all of them for you. Like, if you want them. Whoa, anything else? Yeah, because men are just so fired up about you. Wow, they see you as a star. They will cut anybody off. Wow, they will cut anybody off because this is all you settle for. Yeah, I mean, I'm sorry if this is resonating for you, pile 3. You're not really the kind to, like, sleep around or anything like that. You don't really give it up easy at all. If this is your pile, you do not give it up easy, and people know that, but men know that it's totally worth it. And if this is not your energy, if this is not the energy that you feel you're in, and you want to be this kind of person where men only want to commit to you, just start resonating in that energy. Just don't accept anything less than that. And that might mean you have to turn down a lot of people, and that's okay. You only need one partner. Wow. Anything else, pile 3? Yeah, your energy is so strong. There's definitely some jealousy here around you. There's some kind of jealous feminines. I was picking this up on pile 1 as well. There's some jealous feminines who are very much attached to some masculines who are really, really focused on you. And they might be really going through a lot, realizing that this is terrible, but, you know, men just see you as very high value. And it doesn't have anything to do with, you know, what you own, what you have, how you look even though I get the sense that you look really, really good. But it's like, they know that men see you as high value because you place high value on yourself, and that's not something that can be copied, that's not something that can be duplicated. For some of these feminines, like, they can't go back. They already have a reputation where, like, you don't need to commit to this Queen of Wands, but you have to commit to pile 3. There might even be feminines who are focused on you because they've been left by somebody or dumped by somebody because they want to come to you. So this might be why they're in your energy. Just be aware. Yeah, they might have been cut off by some masculine. All right, let's get one more to close out. Wow, very strong energy, pile 3. Like, who are you? Like, who are you? How do I get like you? I mean, how do we all get like you? I mean, don't get me wrong. I feel like we're all kind of resonating in this energy, but it's just, like, very intense here. Yeah, with that World and the 9 of Pentacles. Yeah, because men know that you don't need them. But you look so good. You also have, like, a nice, gentle energy, I have to say, too. So it's like you have this sweet, kind of lovely, feminine energy. You know, you're just minding your business, doing your thing. But you're like, no, I won't sleep with you right now. I don't know you. What have you given me? What have you done for me? Like, and if you want to, that's fine. But if you want to be in this energy, you have to, you know, you have to have high standards. Yeah, 6 of Wands. But that's how you get victory in this energy. And especially if this is what you want, like a commitment, loyalty, like a solid offer, like this is the energy that you have to be in. But I see that it's working for you, pile 3. Men that don't even know you, they're like, that's not a side piece, that's not a side chick, no, period. And if you try to approach pile 3 like that, you will never see them again. Wow. So I feel like they pick up intuitively too that, like, I'm sorry if this is if you're like resonating with the Queen of Wands, you might want to click off, because I'm just gonna tell you straight up, like, men just see way too much value in pile 3 to try to treat you that way. And they know that it would be such an insult that, like, they would ruin their chance by even attempting to make you, like, a side piece. They just wouldn't do that because they know that it would destroy whatever chance they had. So they would rather dump their side pieces, get right, and come to you correct. Because that's what you demand, pile 3. Wow, look at you, pile 3. And if you don't have I mean, it's coming for you. I get the sense that you're not really in any sort of, like, rush. I think you kind of know that it's coming. And that you might just be kind of, like, having fun, doing your thing, living your life, going out. But, like, when men approach you, when you get to know men, it's like they know right away. It's like, no, I'm not just going to be able to buy pile 3, like, a drink and take her home. Like, that's not going to happen. And if you are in that energy but you're not satisfied with it, you can always change. Wow, pile 3. Anything else and then we'll close. Yeah, you reject a lot of people, pile 3. Because you know exactly what you want. Anything else? This might make some people sad. Yeah, beautiful. I'm just going to end it here. I mean, and this is what you get, you know, for being discerning, for respecting yourself, for respecting your body. You get love, you know. You don't get being made a third party. You don't get, you know, unfaithful, disloyal, disrespectful partners. You get love and respect because that's what you demand, pile 3. So continue doing your thing. I'm getting the sense that some maybe low vibe men are kind of a little bit intimidated by this energy, but you are very much pulling in your divine counterpart if you haven't already. For some of you, you're definitely already, like, with your counterpart or, like, very close, and you'll continue to ascend with this person. Wow, oh my gosh, really, really amazing. But just be aware that there might be some men who are very obsessed with you and willing to do the most to be with you because, you know, you have such high standards. So be aware, pile 3, that might be something incoming, that might have been something you've already experienced. But as you continue to resonate in this energy, don't be surprised if you see men literally doing the most for you. Wow, that's what I have for you, pile 3. Beautiful, beautiful. Yeah, I just put the deck, the 9 of Wands. Yes, they will go to war. They will go to battle. They don't care who they hurt. Just be aware. Wow, just be aware, pile 3. You have a very, very, very strong hold on the men out here for real, pile 3. Wow. So that's what I have for you today. Thank you all so much once again for sticking with me on another pick card. These are so much fun. I'm going to continue to do them. But thank you all so much. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day and week. Take care, stay safe, and God bless. Love you guys.